What's up, everybody? Welcome back to What the Friday, where we're playing City Skylines 2, and we've got a little bit planned for you today. We're going to be setting up a bit of grain farming over here somewhere. We've got some fertile land just under there. We're also going to be adding in some public transport now we've unlocked buses in there. We've also got taxi depot as well. We'll probably be placing that one down. We're going to be building all of the houses. We've got a lot of area here to fill up with the normal houses, but we also have demand for all of the other living types or residential types as well. And I do feel like this top section here, this is all going to go to high density at some point. So why not get started when we've got the demand, or medium and high density, should I say. So why not get started while we've got the demand? We're going to be changing some commercial. If I just go into commercial down to here, you can see that there is a lot of people around this section along here. So I'm probably going to change a lot of this to commercial in some way, shape or form. I'm not fully sure yet, but we'll figure that one out. What else are we doing? Well, actually, I'll tell you the one thing I do want to do is I do want to get up to Tiny Town, hopefully by the end of today's episode, so we can unlock the mixed housing where you get residential on top and commercial at the bottom. I think that's what we're going to aim for this area here. Just a lot of that commercial, maybe both sections, I'm not sure yet. Might have to lose some of these housing at the bottom, but we're going to keep all of this stuff over here going up the hill. I think it really fits in and looks fantastic. Before we jump in, I have also changed this road here. This is now a 4-lane going all the way up, and it's also a 4-lane coming off of the roundabout just there, just to make the traffic flow a little bit easier. As you can see, we're still having major traffic problems coming down here. I think we need to do something about that. I'm not sure what the issue is, but hopefully we will figure it out. So there we go. That is the plan, or plans for today. So let's just get started. Let's crack on. Well, here we are then. The first thing we're going to get started with is some lovely grain farming. Hopefully to start eating up some of the deficit. Where are we? Grain. We're currently eating 23.1 tons, not eating, but consuming 23.1 tons of grain. So we need to be making at least that. So let's get on with it. In we go into specialized industry. And we're going to just pop down a grain farm. I'm hoping I've left enough room. If we go right to the end there, and then we're going to bring this all the way down to the road. We're going to take up half of this section here, back down towards that main road. We'll make it a 90 degree just to keep it squared a little bit more. Going all the way around up the end. Oh, we want to go along this lane here. Probably a bit more of a main road and into there. That is our first one. Now, the one thing I will say is it doesn't show you how many tons each individual one is getting as of there. But if we go into this mode now, should say we are making 1.3 tons from that first one. So not the greatest. So we're definitely going to need a few more. So I'm going to crack on and just get a couple of these in, dotted around, make it look as nice as I possibly can, hopefully. And then that should start producing us enough grain that we won't have to be ordering it in anymore, effectively, is what I believe it is. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll be back in just a second, and this will all be filled up with grain farms. It's my absolute favourite. It's gone night time, but there you go. You can see we filled all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grain farms we've got added in there now. Are we making enough to complete what we need? Is that even the right choice of words there? I don't know, but let's have a look. There we go. Plenty of grain. Now we've got loads of surplus that we are selling off, hopefully exporting out to the rest of the world, and hopefully making a little bit of money. Nice, good start there with the grain farming. We do have more stuff we need to crack on with. One of the first things I'm just going to start doing now is we need houses. We need normal, low-density houses. And I made this area specially for that reason. So let's just start filling in all of these. I'm going to use a lot of the bigger squares on this back road, and then what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start minimizing the squares down a little bit. I'm going to leave that. So it's not suggesting we put housing on this road here, but I'll carry on around here. These are all slightly smaller squares. They all count anyway. And then I'm going to start filling it in, and I learnt this off Biffa. I will not lie to you, just to make them a little bit smaller, just so that the costs aren't so expensive for these people. I think for this one, I'm just going to run that whole strip of 4 across there. I'm going to do a little free one at the front, and then we're going to have a big one at the back if you want it. Maybe 2 smaller ones, maybe. All our demand has now gone for the time being. So we'll come back to that. I'm sure more will come back, because what I am going to do is I'm going to bin off this zone here, and this zone here. Hopefully that will still want us to have some more. And we're going to go back in with some medium density houses. I'm going to do one little one on the corner here. If I just go like, I'm going to go a 3x3 for that and see what happens. Going to leave the rest of that square for the time being. These are all going to be filled up, so we probably just want to destroy. Congratulations, Corundum Condos, modern classic that puts a smile on the face of its inhabitants. I like that. So I'm just going to stop the game. I'm going to pause it because I want to put that one down in this section here. So let's go into our, whatever this one's called, signature buildings. Where are we? There we go. Corundum Condos, a modern classic that puts a smile, plus 4 well-being within a 1 kilometer radius. That is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Maybe we'll just take up the end square heading out this way. Like that in there. There we go. That should probably fill up some of that demand. We'll let the rest of this all fill in. I'm also just going to bin off these houses here as well. Hopefully that'll start building our 1 high density that we've got going on in there. And we'll see what happens with the rest of it. We do need a little bit more low density, so we need to sort that out. But we do also need some shopping. So what I am going to do now as well, while we are here, is I'm going to go into the commercial and I'm going to bin off this section. I think there's a lot of pedestrians around here. Get rid of all of them buildings. Sorry. We're building you plenty of new houses. You'll find somewhere to move into. And let's just get that big chunk of commercial in there. Hopefully that should eat up a lot of that. We'll see how that goes. You know what? I'm actually going to do these top 2 sections. Let's just fill all of that in and get rid of all the buildings. So hopefully what's new will start growing in. Leave that like that. And then we'll go back to what we were doing with some more of these lower houses. Let's just do... Will you fit there? You do fit there. Then we'll go for a 2 3x3s in there. We'll do 3x3 across that section. A big one on there. And then a 3x3 by there as well. Just to keep some of the costing down. These guys, do you know what? You can have a big section on the end road there, and so can you. I'm going to leave that one in case I want that road to come down. I do, so I'm just going to do a little 3-1 on the corner there. That'll do nicely for a little 3-1. You're too close to the roundabout. We'll give you all of that section as a 4. We'll give you all of that section as a 3. You can have a small little house in there and a 3 next to you, and on the other side as well. See what you do with a 4 section. We'll do you as a 5 section. And you can just be a little 3 and a little 3. We'll go see if we get 2 3s along there. We'll see if we get a couple of 4s in there. We do indeed. And then that one can just be a 4 as well. And that should eat up most of that. If we need any more, we can certainly fill in some more of these bits as well. But we're doing all right. We just need a bit more industrial. There is a lot of industrial going on here. I do think maybe we should get some industrial around these farming areas if we can. So maybe, just maybe, can I expand that road and keep it the same size? No, I'm going to have to move everything back. We leave that as a dirt road. Maybe come off the side of here with a new road. Let's give that a bash. I want to keep it in line with the edge of this field. With the edge of this field. There we go. We can just come into the road there. That wasn't overly straight. But it'll do for the time being. Then we need some of this. And you know what I think I might do? Before we do that, let's see if we can cheese this a little bit. So we go into our production panel. We know we're creating a wood, grain, and livestock. So if we go into here, what do we make the most of? You probably grain. Oh no, you are vegetables and livestock. You are grain and livestock. So there we go. We definitely need a lot of convenience food. So I'm going to get into taxation. I'm going to go into industries. And I'm going to go and make convenience food. That top one there. Nice and cheap. So that hopefully the people that the new industries we're about to place down will be convenience foods. Fingers crossed on that one. We're also going to just nip this little road into here as well. Put that one back on curved. And swing that one into there. Just so they do have a bit of direct access if they need it. But let's get on and let's fill in some commercial. I'm just going to go 4s along there. A little 4 along there as well on the main road. And we'll see how that goes. Are any of you going to be convenience foods? You're nothing. You are cotton, textiles. We do need textiles. And none of them were convenience foods. Which is a shame, but there we go. I am just going to put a couple on these dirt roads. Hopefully some of these will be convenience foods. Is that enough? That is enough. It just was taking a little while. You know what? You can have that whole section. You can be a 4. And we'll see what happens there. we don't actually need any more industrial at the moment. So we need to work on some more housing and some more commercial. How's our little commercial zone getting on down here? It's growing in. What have we got so far? A place that sells plastics and a place that sells textiles and some vehicles. Oh, we got a car dealership going on here, have we? Nicely done. Oh, not too shabby. Oh, too far away. But there we go. Apparently a little car dealership in there as well. So we've got plenty of commercial growing in. We definitely are going to need some more. I do think it is going to have to be under here. If we go into that, the terrain colour has disappeared. Okay, so maybe there isn't a more need for commercial there yet. We'll come back to that. Do we have any commercial up here? A little bit on them edge walls, but I do want to get the wall-to-wall style buildings in there, so we might have to come back to that one later. Lots of houses growing in around here, just as we liked it. We're probably going to get a lot of traffic from both sides. I don't even think I want to see it. Well, actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all, so there we go. What are we going to crack on with next? Let's take a look. It's now time to get in. There's some beautiful public transport. Our first buses are going in, and I'm looking forward to this one. So to start with, we need the bus depot to put that down somewhere. So let's move along around to our industrial area. I have expanded our industrial area. I brought this road across here and these ones in here and put lots more industrial in there. But I do think this is a nice little place. Thank you. If you're going to snap to get our bus depot in, maybe not directly off of that road. Maybe let's go up there at a 90-degree angle, please. Thank you. Keeping it straight. Hopefully that will fit in our main bus depot. It will indeed. Not on the road. Thank you very much. And have we left room for expansion? We have on the one side, but that's fine. We only need it on the one side anyway. So now we have buses. Well, we can start getting buses. But you've got to start putting down bus shelters or bus stops, stop signs or shelters. I'm going with the shelters just because I think they're a little bit better. While we're here, I've also increased the commercial up around here. Made this a little shopping district right next to our beautiful high school. So that should keep everyone there a little bit. There's a lot of people living up around here with these high-density buildings and stuff like that, or medium and high-density buildings. So we've got plenty of people in there, plenty of commercial, but it seems like a good place to start with our first bus stop. Do we want it on this back road or just on the front road? Front, back road. Side road? Side road. One on either side, because I'm going to make a circle line, and let's see what we've got going on. So we can come up here. So if it's coming in there, come around there, we'll go down the other side. So we'll do that in here. In you go and in you go. Then where do we want it? It's going to wrap around there. Then it can come up this middle street. In you go and in you go for the other side. Then probably down in front of the hospitals. Probably not a bad shout in there. So down, and then back up around. And then up along that road and into there. That'll be our first little bus line. So let's get our lines in. I'm just going to start with this stop here. We're going to go up to there. We want to keep it on the right side of the road. What have I done? Oh, I've started wrong. I want to start on that one. Up round to there. There we go. In there we go. Then I want it to come around there, but I don't want it to take that. So if you click when there's no stop, it will just set a waypoint, so the bus will always take that route. And I like that feature. We add that line into there. We want it to come out, swing around into there, and then back down in front of our hospital. That is our first line. That is the clockwise line. We'll add names later. I don't want to do some districts anyway. So let's just get the return route in there as well. In you go, and back down to there. That is our first bus route. Now we want one on the other side, but I do kind of want it to mix in with this one. So what I think I'm going to do is in front of the hospital, I'm just going to do a second set of bus stop stands. And this one is going to go out there, up here, up towards the school road. I think just along in front of the school will be quite nice. Down along this back section. Where do we want to come out? We could just do... Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I've got commercial down this edge wall, haven't I? So we're going to come all the way down to the end, near to the commercial. This is going to be a much smaller loop. Maybe one more just at the front there, and then back in and up to there. That should do for this section, or do we need to make it bigger? I mean, everyone can reach that. There's a stop there, a stop there. No, I'm liking that, so let's just get that line in as well. We go from here, that's going this way. I definitely want you to go up there, then into that line. Thank you. Down towards this end, down across through here. We're liking that. And then complete that line there. And then we're going to do the same going the other way. Hopefully it follows the exact same route. In you go, and then back around to there. There we go. 2 bus lines, incorporating a lot. Obviously not everything. Maybe we should bring that one out into the... Oh, can I... Is it too late? Is it too late? No, it's not too late to make you go there. There we go. That's what I was aiming to do. 2 bus lines. We can obviously expand to it in the future, but let's jump into our bus lines. We haven't named some... Let's name some districts, shall we? In we go. Areas, district creation tool. I'm going to just go down this road here. In we go for this first section. Do we just go straight up here? Do we make these people in their own district? Yeah, you along there. We're going to make sure we get all of them houses as well. Behind that, up around that, into the college. And that's our first section. I've got a name to choose, but I'd like you guys to give me some extra names as well. So let me know in the comments below if you've got any name suggestions for the districts we've got going on in this beautiful city. So far, we've got Chestnut Peak and Bridgewater Junction. Brightwater Junction. Got that totally wrong, didn't I? And then, obviously, we're going to come up here, and all of this is going to be one district as well. And I already have the name for this district. Big suggestion, big shout out to Pac-Man for suggesting this one. But this district is going to be changed to... Come off of that, in we go. Get rid of all of that. Camaro Grove. Thank you very much for the suggestion of that one, Pac-Man. On the screen in the comments. I love it. Thank you very much. We got 1 named. We've got 2 more, so don't forget to give us some suggestions. But now we want to get our bus lines named. So I'm just going to crack on with that off screen. And there we go. That's the 2 circle lines in, all named and ready to go. But we do have a limited number of buses. So if we come out of this screen, go into there, we have a total of 25 buses. So we want to make sure our lines don't over-exhume our services that we can afford. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into line details, and I'm just going to nip all of these down to 2 buses. You're already on 2 buses. I am going to change the ticket prices, though, up to 20 for all of them. I feel like we should go for. In we go. So 2 buses. That was the green line. Yellow line, 2 buses. 20. Thank you. Go back another one. Then I want the blue line. 2 buses. 2 buses. Ticket price of 20. Dang, what you want? No, we can keep it at 20. Keep it at 20. Let's not mess around. And then the red line. Also just the 2 buses on there. And a ticket price of 20. That should have sorted all that out. Now we should be using 2, 4, 6, 8 buses. It might still say 10. It does, but some of that it'll catch up with itself eventually. The next thing of public transport we've obviously got is we do have a taxi depot. Now all the taxis come out of this one depot. So we're going to pit that up around here with our bus depot, all on the same sort of block. In you go. Do you have extras as well? Extra garages. Oh, dispatch center. I'm going to throw in the dispatch center on there so that people can phone up from anywhere. But I'm also going to throw down a few taxi shelters in different places. So we're going to go up to here, along, well, not along that road, along this road here. We're going to do a little taxi shelter just coming out of this commercial district. We're going to do a taxi shelter just up here out of that commercial district. And I think I'm going to do a taxi shelter. I'm going to check commercials along this one. This one's got double, maybe somewhere in the middle here for the other taxi shelter. You don't need to do these, especially as I've put the dispatch center in there as well. So now you can call taxis from wherever. But at least in the commercial districts, we've got some taxi depots there ready. Now that's probably costing us more money than it was making us, but there we go. If we go into services, transport, there we go. We're making 14,848, and we're costing us a lot of money at the moment to get up there. Can we change the price of the taxi stuff? How do I change the costing of taxis? So I go to the depot. Let's see if I can figure this out. Into the depot. Operating districts is fine. Not in there. So maybe if we go into our lines, taxis. I can't click on it. I'm sure there is a way of changing it, but I don't know what it is. Garage and repair workshop taxis. All houses can be upgraded with extra garage, dispatch center, and electric taxis. I'm not worried about electric at the moment. I just kind of thought we might be able to have a way of upgrading it. Where did I put that taxi stand? I'm sure it went around here somewhere. Definitely went around here somewhere. Where are you? Can I not see it? Oh, is that it? Yes, but it doesn't let me change the price. Okay, so that's definitely not what we wanted. But there we go. We've got districts in. Absolutely fantastic. We've got some buses. We've got grain. We've got taxi. Now, obviously, all we need is to expand a lot more. Obviously, we've got a lot of it. But I still want to get this up to the next level. 1,000 XP to go. So we're going to bear with me for a moment because I want to get that mixed residential and commercial units in there. An aeroplane just flew over. That was mighty loud. So I'm going to let it run for a little minute. I might go for a cup of tea and see how I feel when we come back and see where we've got to and if we've unlocked the next tier, which is Tiny Town, where we know these and some vegetable farming. So we do need to look for a little bit more fertile land. We've got some up here behind the industrial, so that's actually quite nice as well. Not eating up too much of that. We can get some vegetable growing in there. We've also got a bit more here and a bit more here because we're going to need cotton to grow there as well. So we'll come to that in a minute, but let's let this play through for a moment and see if we can get up to that next level. And there we go. We've made it to Tiny Town. Just what I wanted. We're going to the progression panel. Let's have a look. We've got that North America and EU. We're in EU, obviously. Mixed housing. That's definitely what I wanted. We've unlocked vegetable farming, coal mining, communications, and the mail stuff. And a few other services that we... what are these even called? I can't even remember anymore. Policies. That's the words I'm looking for. But there we go. Never mind. That's all looking good. We have had a bit of growth in and around here. I've added in a few more medium density buildings along here. I've also got a little park in there as well, along with a little dog park just down here. And a few other parks dotted around. Small playground next to the fire station. And a small park just up in a Camaro Grove up there. Just to increase the happiness a little bit. You can see unreliable health coverage, unreliable internet service, and lack of entertainment. The lack of entertainment was at -4 till I just put them at parks down. But not what we're interested in now. Although I've just spent so much time building all of the houses and everything, I'm going to start tearing some of them down because I want to get this in instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take that whole section there, make that into it. Hopefully it's going to look awesome. Hopefully they'll all build in. Do I want to do more? It's not doing anything, is it? Is this because I don't have a need for it? Please grow. We're going to grow. You're definitely going to grow. I want to show off these buildings. I absolutely love them. We're also going to take in a few more sections as well. I'm hoping that maybe there's just a bug with that. So we're going to take in that section along there as well. Getting rid of all of that. And they're still not going to grow. I'm a bit concerned. Well, we'll just leave it playing for the time being. Hopefully they will start growing in. This is definitely meant to be the bigger sort of side of town. But if I start getting rid of... I don't want to get rid of any more because we've got no more commercial. I can't... There we go. The first one has started to grow in. Thank you. I was very worried for a moment there. So that... I'm not sure how this one works with the demand. I'm assuming it's meant to be medium density and commercial. But I'm not actually 100% sure because it doesn't say. It just says apartments on top and a commercial space at the bottom. I kind of want it to be the low density. I'm sure it's not going to be, but there we go. And commercial, but it doesn't seem to want to grow anything. So we'll leave that running. Hopefully that's going to be all right. That's about all we've got for today. Look at our waste. We need to do something better than just pouring it into the ocean. Hopefully it will eventually just flow around into there and just get stuck in that loop and we don't have to worry about it anymore. But other things we need to think about for the next episode. So let's have a look what we have unlocked that we will be using next time. Obviously, we've got our vegetable farming. We need to get that in on some fertile land somewhere. We've got 1, 2, 3 options. So I have that as option number 1. That is option number 2. That is option number 3. Let me know in the comments where you think our vegetable farming should start. We've already done logging. We've got that up there. We've got grain and livestock just down here. We will need more later, but we're good for the time being. Coal mining. Oh, we've got a little bit on that island just there we could use. So do you think we should take up this extra little island, do a little bridge over from here maybe? Well, that's a big old bridge. Where's the round? Or we could do the roundabout onto the island and then over. maybe. And then we could use that middle island if we can get off of that. We could use it for like a recycling centre or something like that as we grow a little bit more. But that'd be a good place to start doing coal. Where else have we got coal? Everywhere else is a little bit far away. So coal, when we get to it, we'll do there. But stone mining, this one doesn't need a resource, although the resources are still showing it can be set up anywhere. Now, most people dig them into a mountain, but my mountains are all around the outside, so we'd have to go quite far out. What is happening over here? Oh my god, have we got fires? We've got fires! Our first natural disaster! Fire! Lots of fire. That is a lot of fire out there. A lot of... Oh, we've got fire a bit closer to home. I'm glad we're separated by water. That will not reach our little section. Thank the Lord. But anyway, let's crack on. So stone farming. Where do we think we could put stone farming in that isn't too far away? We do also need to think about rail. Is this a rail line? It is. So we've got a rail line going up around here. Maybe we could do some stone in this little valley that's going on across there from river to river. I don't want to cut it open and let water flow through it, but maybe sort of in the middle down this section here, we could level all of this out and do stone mining into the edge. Maybe. What do you think? If you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments below. Are we making money? Oh, we are so close to making money. I am so prized by that. With under 4,000 people, we are almost making money. That is incredible. We are making a lot of this, so we do need to start getting into the other things as well, because obviously this is costing us money to import. And then when we do unlock railway, we can get some cargo stations along somewhere. We can start shipping it all out to outside. This has got exiled connections. One that end. Where does the railway go? Around here, over there, and then one out that end as well. So we could start exporting goods, hopefully soon, but we need to start making a lot more first. So that's it. So we've got one building grown in. Is a lovely corner plot, not quite on a corner, but there we go. We've got residential on the top and a lovely little commercial shopping space down the bottom. What have we got in there? A car showroom again. We do like our car showrooms, apparently. That is a weird car showroom, but it is what it is. I suppose it's quite fitting given that we are the virtual mechanic. But that is it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. We have definitely been growing. I've liked it, and we are back into daytime. So hopefully next time when we come back, be a full episode in the daytime. Fingers crossed for that one. I like the nighttime. It's just hard to see when you're building. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. Leave a cheeky little like if you did. Don't forget to leave us a comment. Let me know which section we should build our... I can't even remember what we're building. Oh, vegetable farms. 1, 2, or 3. I hope it did that the same way around as last time. 1, 2, 3. Let me know where you think we should start building the vegetable farms, because we're going to start needing it, and then we're going to need a lot more industrial. And if we don't use that one, our industrial estate can come out and then be right on the railway line, so it'll be right there for exportation when it comes down to it. So maybe that's not a bad idea, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for sticking around to the end. It's one of the best ways you can support this channel is just by watching the content I create, and I very much do appreciate you for doing that. So thank you for sticking around. Have a beautiful day, whatever it is you're getting up to. Have a fantastic weekend, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Like and subscribe for Virtual Mechanic.